This is video diary number 4. In this video diary, I want to talk a bit about the struggle it is as a writer. There's a lot that I feel I can say, but because I'm used to writing everything that I feel down, it's become somewhat of a challenge to express myself. But I feel that this is necessary so people understand the dynamics behind the work. Now, for me, there's always been, and I think this is something that is prevalent in mankind, because I adhere to the theories of Jung. I think he was very right about his description of personalities and so on and so forth. And I recognize that there's a dichotomy within mankind and within the individual. You know, the proverbial devil and angel on each shoulder. So these create warring instincts within the person. Now, as a writer, for me, it manifests in a way that part of me feels that I should really take the plunge. I've been writing for long enough. And part of me shrinks away from that idea. And these two ideas have been at constant war within myself for the past years. I mean, it's always been that way. And it's something I struggle with. You know, I was just telling a friend of mine, I'm fighting with myself to do this, and I don't know why I should be, because what I write about doesn't just relate to me. I think it relates to many more individuals than myself. So I feel it is necessary to talk about it. It's just weird doing this because I feel like I'm talking to myself, regardless of the fact it's going on YouTube and it's going to be on my social networking pages. I feel like I'm just staring at myself, talking to myself. But, you know, maybe that's not such a bad thing, because then I can argue with myself and argue down the more ridiculous ideas and, you know, so on and so forth. But as much of a struggle as this is, I get an immense sense of fulfillment writing. I have been seriously writing since I was 19 years old, and I've built up such a catalogue that it's become hard to ignore. When I write now these days, I just add to it, and it's there, and it's not going anywhere, and that bothers me, which is why I've decided to put a manuscript together with 5 sections. I've tentatively named the sections, and I intend to put 10 poems in each section for submission to an agent, because I do want to publish my poems, because I think the message is not just for me. I believe when you have a gift, it's not just for yourself, it's for the world, because after all, you are a human being and you live in a world populated by humankind. So whatever happens within the individual, I believe, is indicative of what's happening throughout the world. With different emphasis on different areas, of course. Which is why I think it is time to share. It is time to open up, and it is time to, you know, let the proverbial cat out of the bag. Now, I'm going to do a poem for you, and I think this is a relatively new poem, and I can't tell you where it came from. These new poems just seem to come out of the blue. But this one, I don't know if I was thinking of anything in particular. When I wrote it, I just felt like I need to write, and I wrote this. And I've gotten some feedback over it, but yes, I have, and it's not been negative, but I'm not sure that I should share the feedback. I think you can let me know what you think. And I've also been playing with the idea of maybe separating the diary from the poems, because probably some people might not want to hear me chatting. But another part of me is saying, don't worry about that. If they're interested, they'll look at the whole thing. So I think I'm going to go with the latter. And I do hope you get this. And I'll stop saying and do the poem for you. It's called What's New. It can be fearful what comes from the mind. Fear is what you feel, if that is all you know to find. To live in pain and fear is a lot like being blind, with the specters of morbidity looming close behind. A struggle for your mind, it is a struggle for your soul. When you start to fight the things that stop you being whole, when you recognize the evils that would drown all your control, and realize the fight with them offers no parole. Feeling is deceit when your mind's not at its best. Love becomes a folly when your thinking never rests. If you dare to love, you do so at love's behest, risking yet more fear and pain on this most wearisome of quests. This quest for wholeness, healing, and a less hypocritical view. This quest for a manner of living to not split your soul in two. This quest for something truthful when your ideals lie to you, concealing all their flaws and cracks well out of your view. But you can see what's hidden in the depths of an open eye, and one thoughtless gesture can derail a whole big lie. Who now to turn to, on whose shoulder now to cry, to find all you so strongly believed was only just a lie? I pray for a balm for my mind and my soul. I pray for a balm that can heal the whole world. I want to glue together all the pieces of me to live without constant fear or pain and to truly be free. I want to unlock the prisons of your perceptions of me so that you never underestimate what I can be. So you do not try to cause me pain out of your fear of me, or breaking me till I meet the expectation you see. My mind is aching from the acrid world view. Almost everything is broken behind the shiny and new. Most don't see the truth, as only lies are told to you, designed so that more fear and pain will guide the weaker you. In that all your actions are only what is sought from you, I see the soundtrack of our lives, that robotic dance cue. That unsettling dance sets all our souls askew, till we all cry out for freedom. And to that I say, what's new?